Amazon hits a historic benchmark. OpenAI is considering taking the company public despite rumors of a buyout offer. And 1 month in, what has DOGE been up to all this time? This is Focused Economics, and today we're tackling all this and more. Hold on to your seats, financiers. We're going beyond the headlines. In our first story, Amazon surpasses Walmart for the first time. Amazon investors are breaking out the bubbly, as on Thursday, February 20th, Amazon surpassed Walmart in revenue for the very first time. The online giant may have owned the digital marketplace for the better part of the last 20 years, but Walmart has still reigned supreme. Despite largely being known as a brick-and-mortar brand, Walmart has maintained their status as king of the castle for the same reasons they earned their name in the first place. Through a combination of brand recognition, competitive pricing, saturation, and convenience, Walmart has been a household name for decades. It seems they may finally have some actual competition, though. In early 2025, Walmart has produced cautious numbers and a relatively weak showing, while Amazon has crept up from behind and proven once again why they have the reputation they do. With a strong finish in 2024, Amazon reported nearly $188 billion in quarterly revenue to Walmart's $180.5 billion. While Walmart still leads the race in yearly sales, Amazon is definitely gaining ground. Tariffs could affect delivery of new planes. Airplane manufacturer Airbus is eyeing the new American tariffs with some trepidation. Airbus CEO Guillaume Faury told CNBC, "We have a large demand from the rest of the world, so if we face very significant difficulties to deliver to the US, we can also adapt by bringing forward deliveries to other customers which are very eager to get planes." Most of the large airlines in the US are Airbus customers, including American Airlines, United, and Delta. The company experienced a 6% rise in profit, but also an 8% adjusted operational cost rise in Europe during 2024. If American tariffs, especially those on steel and aluminum, impede or otherwise significantly affect sales, the industry giant could consider reprioritizing sales to the rest of the world over the US. Approximately 20% of their sales are made to American companies, but with growing demand from the rest of the globe, especially the EU, they could redistribute their production order to reflect these changes. This likely will not impact Airbus holdings much, but American airliners could feel the impact in their stock prices, especially amid the fallout of the Boeing mechanical failures of the past year. OpenAI could go public. OpenAI has been in the news a lot recently, from new developments in their ChatGPT model to the bid by Elon Musk to buy the company. They have been a never-ending source of conversation and conjecture. Most recently, however, they are in the news for a new reason. There may be a chance that they will be going public soon. With a potential $40 billion investment from SoftBank on the horizon, the AI innovators have never been more relevant and, most importantly, more profitable. Finance chief Sarah Frier noted that the company could realistically reach $11 billion in revenue, and the global focus on AI is understandably centered on OpenAI because of it. Frier also said there has been growing interest in obtaining stock in the budding tech giant. When it comes to the American dream, OpenAI's journey from startup to dominant industry force is one for the ages already. So if they do go public, you can expect only bigger and better things from them. Do you want to find all your financial news in one place? Of course you do. You don't want to waste your time scrolling through sketchy sources and cross-referencing news stories. Leave the hard work to us. Hit the subscribe button and leave the economic headaches behind for good. Natural gas could save US-India trade relations. In these first few weeks of his presidency, Donald Trump has been focusing on balancing the trade deficit in America's favor. One of the countries that seems keen on keeping the peace with the Donald is India. President Modi has been in constant talks with President Trump, brokering potential trade deals between the two industrial superpowers that would better benefit both sides. Interestingly, it could be the energy industry that swoops in and saves the day in the end. Recent talks have proposed natural gas as the American export that would ease trade tensions and strengthen the relationship between India and the US. While America is looking to beef up its exports, especially in the realm of energy and fossil fuels, India is said to be doubling their demand for natural gas. This surplus to deficit matchup seems to be the perfect solution for both countries. India is one of the largest and fastest growing energy markets in the world right now, due to both their impressively large population and their rapidly expanding economy. As they continue to modernize, they're looking to solidify themselves as a gas-based economy rather than oil. This spells wonderful news for U.S. markets, as this means they will likely be getting the boost to exports that they've been looking for. This could also ease some of the economic tension brought on by the chilly trade negotiations between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, and the bitter trade war with China. DOGE news. Elon Musk and Donald Trump continue to make a big splash in the American political system with the Department of Government Efficiency. However, 1 month in, many Americans are still asking, what do they do though? Headlines have done a poor job of describing the scope and focus of the task force. DOGE, as it is better known, was the digital service under previous administrations. Implemented by President Obama in 2014, it was intended to modernize the relationship between the American federal system and technology. In a world of rapidly changing tech, it became increasingly apparent that the government needed an entire department with the express purpose of keeping up. After their founding, their first task had been to fix the buggy and glitchy healthcare.gov site. This was a bit of a mixed bag as far as success goes, but for a first attempt, they could have done worse. Under Trump's second tenure as president, they have been renamed and refocused. In his own words, DOGE would provide advice and guidance from outside of government. With their new directive being to root out wasteful spending and redundant services, Elon Musk and his team have been hard at work. As with their predecessor's first attempt, this is being met with limited success and a big learning curve. Legitimate concerns of targeted dismantling of regulations that affect Musk's own companies have been raised on multiple occasions, but so far little has been done or said in response. In the meantime, Musk has led DOGE with the mindset of tear it down and rebuild from there. Economists are cautious and concerned by this method, especially considering the margin for error is incredibly high. In the process of removing waste, the potential for removing essential people from necessary positions is a statistical guarantee. As DOGE works out the bugs in their system, however, the American people and their elected officials hold their breath and hope for the best. Many argue they gave the digital service the chance to work things out, and that turned out all right, so giving DOGE the same courtesy has the potential of having similar results. The global financial markets are always moving. What changes do you have your eyes on? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.